What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning back in with Advantage Heating and Cooling. In this video, I want to first say I apologize for the audio. I was trying a mic that I had and it was crackly, kind of cuts in and out, so I just want to give you a heads up on that. And I'm sure you'll leave it in the comment section that, hey, your audio sucks. I get that. So I'm going to be purchasing probably a DJI audio set here real soon. So first of all, I want to apologize about that. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to wire up an Aprilaire 60 humidistat for any humidifier for the most part. So stay tuned and smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll... So this morning we're going to be installing Aprilaire Model 60 Humidistat. So when we did this change out a few weeks ago, we installed this and I had a Bryant system in here, and it was controlled by the thermostat, so we ended up I ended up putting a Ecobee thermostat in, and so we got this basically hardwired into the furnace right now, so that way it's running all the time. So we're here to put that new humidistat in here, and we're gonna hook it up to this outdoor sensor, which is already here. And then I'll walk you through the process. Actually, Tyler's going to be doing it, and I'll walk you through the process so you can do it on your own if you'd like to. And I'm going to leave the link in the description box below for everything we've been using here. You can purchase it on Amazon. So first things first is you want to turn off your power. I'm letting this kind of cool down first before I just kill the power on it. So basically I just shut the gas off here, so it kills the burners, letting it cycle through one time, and then go ahead and kill your power. Now you gotta have access to underneath. Alright, so this wire here is for humidistat or humidifier, and this will work with any bypass humidifier and any powered humidifier minus steam, as far as I know. So what we want to do is we want to see what we have here. Okay, so go ahead and take off the common wire for that, and then the red wire. So like I said, we had that on low stage because this is a two-stage furnace, and we're letting it run from the thermostat as two-stage. Okay, so this here basically goes right to the humidifier, right to the solenoid. And so what we're going to be doing, okay, so, so go ahead and take your drill. Actually, this might, go ahead and pop that tape off, Tyler. So what we need to do, we need to take that unibit and remount that hole right there. Turn it to, you got it on hammer drill. Turn it to drill, there you go. That makes sense. I'll do it. Okay. So you got this here. You wanna. Okay. So that just fits in there. That's your sensor. That fits in there perfect. So. Okay, now that we got our hole drilled, and you always want to keep, so this humidifier is a bypass humidifier because it's basically the water's coming out of here and it's going up through to the supply. I normally put these on the supply if you got room. So basically you want to keep this upstream from your humidifier because your airflow is coming down through. So once we mount that, Tyler's getting ready to mount that now. Just eyeball it. So I'll put that in that little hole up there. He's gonna run a screw. And he's gonna kind of level that out, make sure it's nice and level. Show your level in it, dude. You got it right there in your hand. Are we on the level? Oh, pretty much. That's good. Alright. So now what we want to do is we need to grab the 8-wire or 7-wire, whatever it is. So we want to basically run it through here. Actually, we'll just run it up here and then pop it through. So go ahead and strip the end off with your Klein Vampires. I'll leave the link in the box for these two. These are Klein wire crimpers, needle nose wire strippers. So we're going to be using, and mind you, this is Tyler's first time wiring one of these up. He's seen me do it multiple times. So we're going to do red, blue for common. We're going to do, what's your white wire for?
Power.
No, your power's here.
Right, yeah.
What's your heat, right?
Yeah, heat.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Then we're going to do fan. This one's going to be for, that's going to go to the thermostat, and this is going to go to the board on the furnace for you to operate your fan. And then these two will probably be for the humidifier. So go ahead and strip those off. We're going to need to run another 2-wire up over to that sensor over there. Just an FYI, we don't need that much. Just need just a little bit. So just kind of trim it up when you're done, and don't need that. Well, go ahead and do that because we'll need that for the humidifier.
This one too.
No, leave that one there for right now. So let's go ahead and so right here we have our common, and then we'll run a 2-wire for the outdoor sensor. We have W for heat, green for fan, humidifier, then green furnace. All right, so Tyler's going to be putting this, so red goes to R. Get that nice and tight, not without stripping it, obviously. Now do your blue for common. And then, yep, white for white, white for W. That's your heat. So with this humidistat, you can basically, this will be all automatic. You don't have to have your furnace on to have humidity in the house. This will basically kick on the fan and kick on your humidifier to put humidity in the air for you. Okay, so then we want
the orange one goes to the...
nope, orange one goes to GI. Yeah. Okay, so then, so yeah, we'll use, let's use brown, yellow for your humidifier. HH. Sorry, I should have had you do that before, but. And we'll have to reference that when we get to that point. So stay with me, people. We'll walk you through the rest of the process. Okay, so now grab the 2-wire, and then we'll feed that one up and over here, Tyler. Kind of up and over, and then we need probably a ladder, unless we got something we can stand on. You might want to go the other way, because it's going to go right here ultimately. Let's go the other way and then kind of feed it up and over. Let's see if I can see if I find you. There it is. Keep it coming. It's up and over the pipes here. Trying to do this with one hand. Can you? Oh, there it is. Okay. Got it. Okay, so now we want to bring it up and over these pipes. I'm trying to make this look as neat as possible. Okay. See it? There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we want to go that way with it. Yep. That gas pipe. Yep, we'll strap it along the gas pipe. We'll bring it up and over there. Okay. Got it? Got enough? Hold on. Okay, take it right over to the humidistat. Okay, got enough? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to strip this back, and then we'll put those leads on the ODT, that's outdoor temperature sensor. Put this back. Let's see. Yep, and it doesn't matter which color goes where, it's just making one loop. So we'll kind of clean all this up. But we'll kind of bring everything right there. We'll put a zip tie right here. Okay, and then this goes up there. We'll tidy that up in a minute. Okay, so we got to take this down, put a couple zip ties there. So actually, let's spin that around. So it's nice and neat. Okay. And then, so basically we want to cut, probably right there is good. Rather have too much than not enough. Go ahead and stick that behind this way. Yep. There you go. Now we have to get it in that little hole. Perfect. Keep going. Okay. I'll probably do a couple more zip ties there, and we can do that after we get everything cleaned up. Okay, so now you want to grab your transformer. You can buy these on Amazon. Me, I just pull these off old furnaces we're getting rid of. They work fantastic for this. So on your transformer, this is your 120 volt primary. You got your hot wire and your common neutral. And then it basically comes out on this side. You got your hot 24 volts, and you got your neutral, or your ground or common. So we're going to mount this. And you can mount this anywhere on your furnace. Just make sure what you're mounting to you see behind it. But we're going to mount that very precisely on there with some self-tappers. So that way it's up out of the way. And yeah, so Tyler's going to work on that and get that mounted right there. And you want to make sure you don't hit the board. With those half-inch zippies, they should. Okay, do it again. There. Good spot. We just cleared the board. So that's good. You don't want anything longer than that. Go ahead and put another one down there. Perfect. Okay. So now, with this, so this one, this is your neutral, and then that needs to go in your neutralis. Now we gotta go. Usually there's an open spade for your neutrals. So see, you can see we had an open spade there in the neutral area. So we put that neutral wire in the empty spade there. And this one, so we need to grab, you know what we need to grab for this one? All right, so we go over here, and like I said, I'll leave the link in the description below for everything you need. Yep, you need a double spade connector. So there we go, right there. So you got to cut that end off, strip it back. And tighten that up with your fingers. And that end gets shoved on there, just so you can see it through there. Then you want to take your crimpers. Yep, your crimpers right there, and you want to make sure it's in there good, and you want to Squeeze it. Those are your knuckles.
There you go.
Okay, see how he made a nice crimp there. And that pinches the wire down, and you can see the wire is through that. So what we want to do here, power is off, and so what we want to do is we want to grab, this is your L1, this is your power coming in, so you want to stick this on that, and then put that on that. You might want to flip it around, there you go. Okay, so what that does is that will power the transformer. And so these, we just want to basically cut the ends off there. Go ahead and strip those back a little bit. All right, perfect. So now we want to take our thermostat wire, the 8 wire we ran, strip that back, a nice healthy coating back on that. Go ahead and get your wires that we used all stripped back. So that is your green. And that is your orange, that's your green, that's your fan on your furnace. White for heat. Yellow's your humidifier. Red your power. Brown's your other side of your humidifier. And then blue's your common. Alright, so we're gonna basically take these. Tyler's adjusting his back because he's 21 years old and his back hurts. So we're gonna basically take these and put them in. We're gonna put them in wherever those color codes go to. So let's do your 24 volts first, your red. Then we'll go to our red terminal. And the only application that this probably won't work on would be a communicating furnace system, because communicating, you're only using 4 wires, which goes back to the thermostat. So now he's putting that on W1. So when this thing kicks, this is a 2-stage furnace, when this kicks on W2, it probably won't, the humidifier may not work, but it should. Okay, go ahead and do your other blue for common.
Would you want it on W2 or?
No. Put that on your common wire. There is another common there if you need it. Okay, so now you want to take your green off for your fan. And then you want to take your orange wire and put that on your green. Okay, so now we need Wagos. There's a 2-wire Wago. These little lever connectors. These are Wagos 221s. These things are reusable. Go ahead and open that up, please. You got little levers on them. They're just glorified wire nuts. But go ahead and take those, and we'll mount hook up your green there. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take that wire and we'll put that on that one there. Yep, just like that. This is coming from your humidifier to your cylinder valve.
Okay, where's Wago?
Oh, you need some more Wago. There's another Wago. Slip them in there and close them down. All right, so then with your other one, okay, so this goes to your, this one will go to here like that. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so basically this comes right from the solenoid. Let me show you. So we've got these two yellow wires here, which are basically right there. That thermostat wire gets traveled back down, comes out here, and that's what we hooked up to. So then this one here will get hooked up to the transformer, the other side of the transformer, and that's your common.
Where?
Right here, to that wire.
Alright.
Because remember, we have that tied up there to the H.
Alright.
All right, so now we have to, let's tidy up these wires up here, and then we'll finish hooking that up over there. Mind you, like I said, this will work with any standalone manual humidifier. So if you want to upgrade to this or automatic humidistat, you can do that with these steps that we just taken. And if you need a humidifier, and if you want to do this yourself, I will leave a link in the description as well for Aprilaire humidifier with the automatic control, and there will be detailed instruction as well. All right, got to come back over here. Grab that light, will you? All right, button those up.
Perfect.
As you can tell, we have booties on because it's winter here in Michigan, and yeah, we try to respect people's property.
We're over it.
Yeah, we are over the winter because it's just it's like it's 5 degrees out. Here, I'll show you. Let me look at my. Actually, it's 8 degrees out. So today is February 19th. It's we got here at 9 o'clock. So we've been here almost 40 minutes, and it's 8 degrees outside. So, while Tyler's cleaning that all up, I will take you outside and show you the sensor. So here's that sensor right here. This sensor is was already here. I just reused it. So, and it's tied into the downstairs. And it should be ready to go. So this does come with a sensor. It's an outdoor sensor, and then if you don't want to put this outside, you can find your intake pipe. So this is your exhaust on this furnace because it's hooked to the draft inducer. This is your intake. This is what brings fresh air into the combustion chamber. you can trace that, and then you can basically drill a little hole in your intake pipe, not your exhaust. That's bad, but if you put it in your intake pipe, you can actually stick this inside your intake pipe, caulk around it, and then do the 2-wire, which was Tyler's doing, and you can hook it to that to your humidistat. And that way you don't have to, if you don't have an option of putting this outside works best, but this will also, and if you can get this closest to the outdoor area. So in this case, these pipes here go outside, and then like I said, you find your intake pipe and you could drill a hole right here and put that sensor right in there if you'd like, but you got to make sure it's your intake, not your exhaust. That's very important, because that's not good. And you want to make sure your humidistat is on your return. You do not want to put it on your supply, because it won't work right. It won't work right. That's just plain and simple. Did you get that all buttoned up? Okay. So before it was wired right there where those Wagos are for the outdoor sensor. So we were wondering why it kept popping the fuse. And on this here, the fuse is right here in the furnace. It kept tripping that. I had a full crew working on this, a couple other guys working, myself and Tyler. We did this change out in about 4 hours maybe. 4 or 5 hours. As you can see, we have the lines that we cut because we're going to be pulling a new line set this spring and setting a new condenser. So right now Tyler's going to put the Wago 221s on there and joining these two together. He's going to marry them. Right, Tyler?
You good?
You ever getting married?
Maybe.
Oh, you are, huh?
Maybe.
Okay. You gonna be a coefficient, or is it that's what you call it? People that marry people.
Coefficient, maybe.
All right, and we'll just kind of tuck that wire up along with those cable wires, and we'll call it a day. There. All right, so now that power is off, and then we're going to. So we're going to turn this, there's a little switch here. So we're going to turn that to auto. Let me put the light on so you can see. So we want to put that on to auto. And you can set this up as a manual as well, but you want to switch that to auto, which already is. And then here we want extended blower. So we want to kick that on. So what that does is when it calls for humidity, it'll actually kick on the blower. So, got to make sure I put the humidifier or the pad back in, which this one here is time to replace the pad. I'm going to let the homeowner know because I think he likes to change his own pads and filters and all that stuff. So I'm going to put that back in that little opening there. So as you can see, there's that little nipple goes into the drain tube, and that goes to the drain. And so this here, we're going to take this hose and then basically put it back inside there. And if we did it right, it should come on. Go ahead and flip the power back on. All right, so right here, okay, that should be kicking on the humidifier. What did we do wrong? That should be on. Well, let me see what's going on here. I'll leave the power on. So let's check power. Go ahead and grab the meter. And we want to,
volts or
yeah, we want to put it on volts. And then we want to check, make sure we got 24 volts. One there and one on the other side. One on the other, no, one on the other side. This over here. And we have 24 volts. We have 28, so that's working. There we go. Did you hear that click? Hear the click? Okay. So the reason why that didn't come on because we got an Ecobee thermostat and there was no power. So basically, you get those pretty lights, and we want to snap that back on. Where's the dial? And gotta put this back on too. We got a little flat spot. Like that. So here you can adjust it where we want it at. Right there, it shuts off. That's in the normal range. If you want higher, you can turn it to higher, and it will be all set. Now, keep in mind, when it says change water panel, after so many times, you want to basically hold that to reset for probably 20 seconds, and it'll take this light off. And that's only when it's time to rechange your panel. So there it is. So we're going to turn that blower activation to on. So that way, when the heat's not working, which it is now, when the heat's not calling, this will still work. As you can see, we got 44%, 45%. We got a lot of humidity in here. So we'll leave this to normal range. Once it starts getting dry, it'll automatically kick on. And but like I said, I'm going to let my customer know that he needs a new panel, because usually I could poke my finger through this, and a good way of telling when the humidifier pad doesn't need to be changed is when it's super firm and it's really hard. This here, I can poke my finger in, and what'll happen eventually is it will clog up the drain, and it will basically, yeah, it gets crusty. You can see it's crusty. It'll plug it off, and you'll have water, like a waterfall coming down through there. So go ahead and just put this cover back on, Tyler. And so even though this is a Bryant, it's pretty much an Aprilaire. Certain manufacturers brand their product, but this is an Aprilaire. I think a 7. I don't know. This is probably a 600. There, just like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Reach out and leave your comments down below what you thought of this installation. Did we explain this decent? If we can improve on anything, we'd greatly appreciate the feedback. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer them. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. And smash that thumbs up button if you like this content, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost nothing, it's free. And hit that notification bell and let you know when we drop a video. We're going to start dropping videos more. But yeah, thank you for watching.